to whoever sees this. Lock the doors, stay inside, and don't let anybody in. There's a disease going around. A big disease. And I'm really worried that the only way to stop it may be to terminate all those infected. So pretty much every annoying 12-year-old. Yeah, you think COVID is bad? Well, what about this? Fortnite, made by Epic Games, is a game that blew up and became super popular in 2018. So why did it become so popular? I don't know. But it's time to try it myself and join the craze 4 years later and figure out why it went so viral. Well, let's get our Switch controller, let it download, and come back after it's done. Well, let's get into it. So first I have to log in with my Nintendo account and then enter my username on handheld mode apparently. And then a long and boring cutscene and then, okay, what the heck? And now we're finally on the menu, so let's start a game of solo. Huh. You see, the main multiplayer mode is Battle Royale, and it's what made this game so popular, because Fortnite was actually around for a good bit before, but it didn't really get popular till they released the Battle Royale mode. And for people wondering what the hell a Battle Royale is, it's basically Hunger Games with like 100 people. The last man standing wins. Okay, so let's join a match. Huh. Why do I have a pickaxe? Why can't I destroy basically anything and get materials out of it and then use those materials to build stuff? I mean, what is this? Minecraft without the blocks? Anyway, there's a lot I can explore. I can go there, there, and even there. You can find these buildings hiding loot in them, like weapons, ammo, and other cool items to use for yourself or against other players. And fun fact, since you can destroy basically anything, that includes buildings. Now that I have a weapon, I guess it's time to look for other players and commit good old-fashioned violence. Boom, just like that, I got my first kill. You know, maybe I should take more advantage of this building feature. Dang it! Well, let's try again and see if we can get that #1 spot. After a while of exploring aimlessly, getting confused, and getting into some real intense shootouts, I finally got that #1 spot, and only after my second attempt. Well, that's suspicious. Usually I'm terrible at online shooters, but maybe I'm not so bad after all. Or maybe everybody else is terrible. Or maybe it just matched me up with other noobs because, you know, it's my first time playing it all. You know, now that I think about it, that's probably it. Now, what are my final opinions on the game? Well, the gameplay and the whole concept of the Hunger Games are both really good. The gameplay is really fun and slow-paced at first, but as the border closes in and forces people in a tight space, it creates some real intense, fast-paced shootouts. Now, the concept of a Hunger Games type mode where the last one to survive wins is definitely a cool concept that I'm surprised nobody thought of before. And I can see why so many people were attracted to it. But what about the sheer amount of content? Well, it's okay. There's only like 2 maps, pretty standard weapons, and there's a lots of skins and other stuff that you have to pay for if you want it. Overall, I think the lack of content makes this game not worth the money. One thing that makes this game totally worth it is the fact that it's completely free. I mean, you get all this to explore without having to pay a single penny. And that quite honestly blows my mind. Now, if you do want all that extra goods, you do have to pay for that. And the way they make you pay for it is honestly pretty smart. Instead of the content directly being advertised as DLC that you have to pay for, they just make you use an in-game currency that they don't give you enough of, so that you'll specifically break down and pay real money for the currency that you can then use to get that thing you want. Which is smart, because if they just made a DLC, it would make the game feel unfinished and too reliant on paid extra content, even though it is reliant on paid extra content. And that's how you get those stories online about kids stealing their parents' credit card for a video game. One other great thing about this game is the availability. I mean, you can get it on PC, the PS4 and PS5, the Xbox One and Xbox Series consoles. Heck, you can even get it on the Switch like I did, which is insane. All in all, I think Fortnite is a pretty good game with a lot of merit, and I can definitely see why it went so viral. Not even just in the gameplay, but the marketing as well is just so impressive. And to cool down from talking about a big success, I might as well talk about a big failure next time. I got it.